Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been so long since I've done a video like this where I'm actually sitting in front of the camera and talking to you guys and being personable and all of that stuff. My last few videos have been like get ready with me's and tutorials and things like that. So this is actually a good change for me at least. Yeah. I know I've been gone for a while, but I've just had so much stuff going on. Like, a lot of things are different now. I'm in the process of moving soon, so it's just a lot going on. And if you guys are wondering what's going on with me, if you want me to make a video about everything that's going on, then I will definitely do that for you guys. But for right now, we are going to talk about this haul because I haven't hauled anything in a really long time. So I went a little cray-cray when I ordered all of this stuff. So I ordered from Sephora, Ulta, MAC, BH Cosmetics, Anastasia Beverly Hills. Like, I ordered from a couple places, and yeah, I ordered a bunch of stuff. I went a little cray, but you know, I hope you guys enjoy this haul, and let's do this. So I'm gonna start with Sephora because I got the most stuff from this thing that I have. It is this Soap and Glory Peaches and Clean 4-in-1 deep cleansing milk, and I've actually been using this for the past 2.5 weeks because I couldn't just let this stuff sit here and not at least touch some of it. And I really needed a new face wash because I got tired of my old one, but I don't think I really like this one. And you can see like I've used a bit of it. I don't think I really like this one. I don't think it actually cleanses the way it says it does. It says 4-in-1 wash off deep cleansing milk. Special clog pore formula, melts away makeup for all skin types, blah blah blah, daily skin detox. And I don't really think it lives up to that. You know, even when I wash my makeup off or take it off with my makeup remover wipes, and I wash my face with this, and then I go in with my toner, I still have a lot of makeup on my face when I go in with my toner, you know. And with my other facial wash, it didn't really do that. So I don't know if I really like this, but I'll keep using it and let you guys know. Another face wash that I got from Soap and Glory is the Face Soap and Clarity 3-in-1 Daily Detox Vitamin C Facial Wash. And this one I've also been using for like the past 2.5 weeks. And I actually really like this one. This one is actually a really good cleanser. It has exfoliating beads in it. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but it has these pink exfoliating beads in it. And it's for all skin types. And I really like the way this feels. And I love the way it smells. It smells sort of like, it smells like one of those really strong bar soaps. That's what this smells like, and for some reason that makes me feel like it's getting my skin super clean. After I wash with this though, and I go in with my toner, I don't have makeup still on my face, so this is actually a really good cleanser. And I don't know if this is new to the Soap and Glory line, but they were giving out samples of this at Sephora last week, so I was assuming that this was actually a new product that they were trying to promote. So yeah, that is the Face Soap and Clarity 3-in-1 Daily Detox Vitamin C Facial Wash from Soap and Glory. Bobbi Brown released her new 2015 spring collection, and it's called the Hot News Collection. And that consists of an eyeshadow palette, 3 art lippy sticks, and 3 blush palettes. And I ordered a couple things from that collection. I got the eyeshadow palette, 2 of the 3 art lippy sticks, and 1 of the 3 blush palettes. So this is what the eyeshadow palette actually looks like. It says Hot Nudes on it, and when you open it up, this is what the actual palette looks like, and it has the eyeshadow names on the back right here. And then when you open it up, you have a dual-ended brush that I'll find some type of use for. Actually hold on to these things. And then you have a full-size mirror on the front. It's the size of the palette, so that's really good because I like using my mirrors when I do my makeup, either in front of the camera or when I'm traveling, or I can't get right up close on a mirror. I like to have my mirrors on my palette, so that's always good. And then this is what the actual eyeshadow palette looks like. So these are the colors right here. I don't know if my light is washing it out, but you have some taupey neutral brown shades up in here. You have your nude highlight shades with some shimmer. You have a peachy color. You have a really glittery taupe brown shade here, and then you have a dark brown shade to deepen up your looks. And I really like this palette. I really like the array of colors that you have, and this is going to be my first time swatching it on camera with you guys. So here are the swatches from the actual palette, and They're actually really good swatches. If you guys can see, this is the brown, the peach, and then that glittery shimmery shade over here in the corner. So the swatches look promising, and I really like this palette, so I thought that was cute to pick up. Then I picked up one of the blush palettes, and this is the Berry Cheek palette. This is the darker cheek palette that they have to offer. They also had a pink, and then they had a like coral color, but I picked up the deep one because this one would be more suitable for my skin. And once again, it has the names of the actual contents on the back, and again, a full-size mirror. And this is what the colors look like. So on this side, this is the deepest blush you have. It's called Plum, and then in the middle you have a berry highlight, and then on the end you have a French pink blush. So what really drew me to picking this blush palette up was the highlighter in the middle. I think it is so nice, and I have not swatched it yet, but it really drew me in online. So I'm going to be swatching it for the first time with you guys, and it is so pigmented. All three of these blushes are super pigmented, if you guys can actually see that on the back of my hand. I'm gonna swatch it. I don't know if you guys can actually see, but that highlight is gorgeous. It's really a golden type highlight, but it really does have a berry undertone, so I see why they call it berry highlight. It's sort of like a rose gold shimmery color. It reminds me of MAC's Studio Rose highlighter, so it's really pretty, and I think it will really complement the blush tones in this palette. So I really like that, and I'm happy that I picked it up. Got two of the Art Lippy sticks from the collection. I got Hot Orange, I believe, and yeah, Hot Orange and Hot Berry, and these are a lot bigger than what I thought they would be. These things are huge. They come with their own sharpener because that's how big they are. Like, this is the sharpener right here. It is not your standard size sharpener. And then this is what the actual crayon pencil lipstick thing actually looks like. And I actually do really enjoy lipstick pencils like this because they're matte and they're easy to use. You don't really need a lip liner. This is actually like a pencil, so it's like a lip liner, and then you don't have to worry about the mess of, you know, something slick or creamy and whatnot. So I mean, and they're actually creamy going on. That's Hot Orange. They're actually creamy going on, but they show up with a matte finish, so that's always really enjoyable. I'm like really into matte lips now. So and this is Hot Berry, so I'll swatch that right next to Hot Orange. But yeah, I'm like really into matte lips, so, and yeah, that's Hot Berry right there. So yeah, I was really happy to pick those up, and I think they will complement that blush palette and that eyeshadow palette very well. I like the colors that they paired up with that whole collection. Also from Bobbi Brown, I picked up the Skin Foundation, and this has broad spectrum SPF 50. I bought the shade Almond 7, and this is actually way too dark for me. Like, I don't even think this would be my summer color. Yeah, y'all can see that. I don't even think this would be my summer color, but I'm keeping it. I'm actually trying to sell it on Poshmark. I will leave my Poshmark information down below. It does kind of have a reddish warm undertone to it, so yeah, I will leave my Poshmark information down below if you guys are wanting to purchase this from me. I've never used it. I've swatched it one time when I first got it and saw that it wasn't my shade, so still pretty much brand new. I picked up another Urban Decay De-Slick makeup setting spray from Sephora. I really love this setting spray. This is like holy grail for me. I cannot be without this product. I've already gone through 2 of the big bottles and 1 of the travel size, and I just picked up another travel size just to have. This is what it looks like. I think this travel size was $14 if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, I just like to have this on hand. Like, I'm on a bottle. I'm using a bottle right now. That one's about to be gone, but I really like this stuff. It really does help control oil. It really does help with your makeup fading throughout the day, and it really does help control makeup meltdown. So I will not be without this, and I have super oily skin, so I had to get a backup of that. I picked up the Benefit Professional primer because I'm like literally on the last leg of the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. Like seriously, 2 more uses, maybe even 1 more use, and that primer will be completely done. So I wanted to give the Professional a try because everyone always raves about this one, and I really like the Smashbox one. I really think it lives up to its name of pore minimizing, so I really wanted to compare it with the Benefit Professional since I use that product till the end. I wanted to have something to compare it to. I just picked this up just to see if it would do a good job or a better job than my Smashbox Professional. From Tarte, I picked up their Gifted Amazonian Clay Mascara, and I am like really big on mascaras now, especially for my bottom lashes. I'm like so big on mascara, and I'm always willing to try new things. Like every time I order from Sephora, if they have some type of mascara as a point perk, I will order it because I'm just trying to expand my knowledge when it comes to mascaras. So I heard a lot of good things about the Gifted Amazonian Clay Mascara, so I just wanted to give it a try and see what it does for my lashes. For work, I do not wear false eyelashes. Monday through Friday, I do not wear false eyelashes at all. I just use mascara, so I like to have a really good mascara on hand for my top and bottom lashes during the work week. So I just wanted to give this a try and see what it would do for my lashes. I picked up the Josie Maran Argan Illuminizer, and oh my gosh, Mac Daddy. If you guys don't know who that is, you really need to go to your Instagram and type in Mac Daddy. I will leave his name right here so you know exactly how to type it in. If you don't know him, you've been living under a rock. Seriously, I saw one of his Instagram tutorials where he showed, you know, how he gets his glowy skin for his makeup, and this was one of the products that he used. So what he does is, you know, takes his moisturizer and he moisturizes his face, and then he takes a little pump of this and he applies it right here in this area, and then he takes his foundation with his beauty blender and he applies it, and then when he's done with all of his makeup, he applies his illuminating powders, his own brand illuminating powders, and it just looks so good, and his skin looks so glowy. And I know I have oily skin, and it's not really a good idea to, you know, pack on the highlighters and the illuminators, but I really wanted to give this a try because it looks so good on him, and it makes his skin look so luminescent and so just amazing, like an angel. So I really wanted to give this a try. This is what it looks like if you guys aren't familiar with it. It's a pretty big bottle of highlighter, and it comes with a nice pump for you to pump out as much as you need. So yeah, it was a little expensive, but I really think it's worth it if I can get it to work for me like how it works for him. So that's that. Urban Decay, for spring, they released these new Weightless Complete Coverage Concealers. These are their naked skin concealers to go along with their naked foundation, which I absolutely love. I have not repurchased yet because I have a ton of foundations that I have to go through. But I finished that foundation sometime last year, and I really loved that foundation. It was lightweight. It was good coverage. You know, it wore really well. It was a good color match. So, of course, I decided to pick up their concealer because if it wears anything like the foundation, then I would be super happy with it. When I first got it in the mail, I was like, whoo, it's a little too light. This thing is like pale, and this is actually medium dark warm. So I was like, let me go to the store and see how the next shade down looks. But the next shade down is still pretty light. But actually, like when I swatch it on my hand, like when I just get a little bit on my hand, that's it right there, and you know, get to working it in and patting it in, it's not that much different than what I use under my eyes now, which is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Caramel. Is not that much lighter, especially when you blend it in. That's it right there. So I mean, it's not too bad. I'm gonna go on the record and say that if I use this under my eyes, I probably will not use my Anastasia Beverly Hills banana setting powder under it to make it extremely bright. Maybe for nighttime, but not during the day. I'm not going to use the banana powder under my eye to make it extremely light, because this is, you know, it's pretty light. But you know, I said I would give it a try instead of taking it back to the store. I would definitely give it a try and see if I can work with it. I do like my highlights, so we'll see how that goes. Another highlighter that I got is actually a Sephora brand highlighter, and this is their Micro Smooth Baked Luminizer, and this is in the shade Stardust. And I picked this up because I just really wanted a new highlighter. I've been running my elf baked highlighter in Blush Gems. I've been running that thing in the ground. I broke it, and the whole like dome part was broken and completely shattered, so I had to throw it away. But I was still using the flat part of it that was in the container, but then the casing of it broke, and I was just like, you know what, it's done. Like, I just ran it in the ground, and I was trying to hold on to it for as long as I could, but I just decided to pick up another highlighter, and this one actually reminds me of NARS Albatross. I don't have NARS Albatross, but I have the dupe for it, which is the Elf Blush and Gotta Glow. That's it right there, and that's what this reminds me of. I thought it was actually gonna be a off-white highlight instead of a golden shimmer highlight, what it is, but you know, it is what it is. I'll work with it. I do love my Elf Blush and Gotta Glow as a highlight. I think it looks really nice, so you know, I'll keep it. I'll work with it. It is what it is. Picked up an ink liner from Kat Von D. This is her waterproof ink liner in Trooper, and I just picked this up because my Stila Stay All Day waterproof eyeliner is about to be gone. It's still kicking a little bit, but it's about to be done, so I decided to just pick up another pen type liner, and this one has really good reviews. It stays on all day, and it's really easy to create that nice wing on the outer edge, so I picked it up just to see if it was worth the hype and whatnot. I love using this type of eyeliner for work because it's really quick and simple. Even if I can't do a full eye makeup, you know, it'll just look nice if I can just create my little cat eye and then put on some mascara and then go out the door. It still looks nice, and this is a really easy and quick way to do it, so it's always nice to keep those type of pen liners on hand. So I got that. I picked up this beauty blender set. This is the original beauty blenders, and it comes with 2, and it also came with the blender cleanser, which I have used because I've been using my other beauty blender that I bought. But this set was perfect because I believe this set was $40, and we all know that one beauty blender is $20 and the cleanser is $20, I believe. So I was like, that's a no-brainer to get, you know, 2 beauty blenders and a cleanser for $40, you know. So yep, just had to get that. And then I also picked up the black beauty blender. This is the professional beauty blender, I'm assuming, and it's a little dirty because I have been using it. Like, I used it yesterday for my makeup, but I thought I would include it in this haul. Oh, another thing from Soap & Glory I picked up is the A Great Kisser Lip Moisture Balm. I don't really like it as much as I like my Rosebud Salve Lip Balm. Smith's, I don't even know what the name is. I think I'm butchering the name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I like that one a lot more than this one. The consistency, the texture, I don't really like how it feels. Once it's on the lips, it feels okay, but when I'm actually like rubbing my finger in it and, you know, putting it on my lips, it doesn't feel nice. But once it's actually settled on the lips, you know, it's okay. Like I said, I prefer my other one that I had, but I will use this. I think that was the last few. These are like the last things I got from Sephora, and these are like samples of like point perks and whatnot, but I think that was everything that I actually got from Sephora. So for a point perk, I got the blender cleanser solid. This is just a beauty blender cleanser, and it's the solid version, so that's always good to have. And then I got the Clinique Super Primer Universal Face Primer. A primer is always really good to have. Like I said, the primer that I use now is Smashbox Pore Minimizing, and I'm going to start using the Benefit Professional, but it's always nice to try out different primers because you never know what's going to work for you. So I got that, and then I also got the Murad Skin Smoothing Polish polisher. Yeah, so this is actually just a face polisher. You just wet your face and then massage this over your face. And I think I saw a couple people on YouTube talking about this, so that was one reason why I just threw it in my cart. I was like, whatever, I'll try it out. So yeah, that was everything that I got from Sephora. So we're going to move on to Ulta because I still have a lot of things to show you guys. I told you I did some damage. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is the Lorac Unzipped palette. I'm a little late with this. Oh my god, this is the gold, the Lorac Unzipped Gold palette, and I have been wanting to dig into this palette. If you follow me on Instagram, I uploaded a picture and I captioned it makeup that I want to play with, and this was actually in the picture. Yeah, because I was dying. Like I was sick. That's the reason why I haven't recorded this video, because I was sick. I lost my voice. I've been going through a lot, juggling a bunch of different things, doing too much. So yeah, that was why I wasn't recording, and I just uploaded that picture and was like, makeup I want to play with. So this is what the actual palette looks like. Oops, blinding you guys. And here are the colors. I was so drawn to this palette. I didn't get the original unzipped version, but I was so drawn to this palette. It is so gorgeous. You have your white golds here, you have your true golds here, you have your coppery golds, and then you have like your browns. I just really love this palette, and I should be tired of gold eyeshadow, because there's gold eyeshadow in literally every palette that you buy. Every single palette that you buy has at least one gold eyeshadow, and I should be sick of it, but I'm not. I just had to have this palette, and I can't wait to use it. If you guys want to see a tutorial, make sure you let me know. If you guys want to see a tutorial or a review or any type of video using any of these products that I'm showing you, just leave me a comment down below, because I am definitely going to get back on schedule filming. I promise you guys. I am in the process of moving, but I will still be filming. And you know, with the eyeshadow palette, you also get a mini Lorac behind the scenes eyeshadow primer. I have like 4 of these now from all the palettes that I buy from Lorac. Also from Lorac, I got the unzipped cheek and lip palette, and I thought this was a really good value. This set is $30, and you get a blush palette consisting of 4 blushes, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe Lorac's alter ego lipsticks by themselves are like 20 something dollars, if I'm not mistaken. So this is what the actual cheek palette looks like. And here is, oh, it also comes with a mirror, and here is all 4 blushes. So you get like a peachy shimmery color blush, you get a matte hot pink, you get a like mauvey rose matte pink, and then you get a shimmery like terracotta. And I actually have this color on right now, and I really like blush colors like this because I don't know, it just gives like a nice bronzy glow. It looks sort of like a bronzer, but it's not. So, and then it has a little bit of shimmer in it, so it gives like a little bit of highlight. This is like my favorite type of blush to use. So yeah, I can see myself using this a lot. So that's that. And then the alter ego lipstick, this is in shade Girl Next Door. So this is what it looks like. It's pretty much just a nude pink color. Ooh, running out of space. So that's what the color, can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? I feel like y'all can't see that. So that's what the color looks like. I mean, it's a really nice pink shade. Of course, like the gold packaging, the gold packaging on it. So yeah, that's that. So also from Ulta, I got 2 new concealers, and I really needed these. I needed a new everyday concealer, so I picked up the Maybelline Master Conceal by Face Studio Camouflaging Concealer, and this is in 50 Medium Deep. I don't know how dark or light this will be for my skin tone, because I have been using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 30, I believe. So I don't know if this is going to be equivalent to that, but this is what I picked up for my new everyday concealer. And then I also got the NYX Conceal, Correct, and Contour palette, and I was waiting so long for this. Like seriously, I already used it. Like you can see like 2 little smudges on the first 2 shades, because I was seriously waiting to use this. I was like, you know what, I'm not going to use the whole thing. I'm going to wait until after I do the video, and then I'm going to like dive into this. But I needed another concealer to do my eyebrows with and things like that. So I was like, yeah, I'll pick this up. I had been wanting the one from MAC, but I was just like, NYX made one. Let me get this one. So that's that. I picked up a new everyday lipstick to wear to work, and this is the Urban Decay Sheer Revolution lipstick, and this is in the shade Sheer Liar. I already absolutely love their original formula of the Revolution lipsticks. I have like 3 or 4 of those, and they're really, really good lipsticks. They're creamy without being like messy and all over your lip line and things like that, and they really pack a punch when it comes to pigmentation. So I was like, let me go ahead and try the sheer formula, you know, for work, and just have an everyday pink, like pinky nude lipstick. And this is the perfect pinky nude lipstick for. So here's what it actually looks like on the back of my hand. Like I said, I don't think you guys will even be able to see that because of the lighting and whatnot, but it is a really nice pinky nude shade for work. Something else I got from Ulta is the Too Faced Lip Insurance Smoothing Anti-Feathering Lip Primer, and lips. I wanted to see if this would make my lipstick and things like that stay on longer, even when your full coverage insurance policy against fading, messy, and lifeless lip color. Lipsticks and lip glosses bond to lip insurance to lock down and intensify color for longer lasting wearability. So two more things from Ulta. I really thought I picked up more than this, but I picked up another NYX lip liner, and this one is in Nutmeg, because I love my lip liners like this. They just help out so much with lighter lip colors. The last thing I got from Ulta was a perfume, and I needed a new signature fragrance, and I thought this would be the perfect one. This is the Prada Candy Floral. It's about to be spring and summertime. I thought this would be perfect. This is what it actually looks like. The bottle is actually super cute. It looks super luxurious. It smells amazing. I'm not even going to attempt to try and let you guys know what it smells like, but just know that it smells super good and super florally. Like it's sweet, but it's more floral than sweet. I ordered from Milani. Milani was having a 30% off sale on lipstick, so I just picked up 4 of their new matte lipsticks. This is what they look like. So I picked up Matte Innocence, which is the lightest shade. I picked up Matte Blissful, Matte Glam, and then Matte Confidence. So I'm going to show you guys the few things that I got from MAC, because I didn't get a whole lot of things, and I actually opened the eyeshadows already and put them in a little quad palette. So I ordered some crease shades. I really needed some crease shades that I can put into a little quad and take with me wherever I'm going, or just have easily accessible for when I'm doing my makeup looks, because we all know that not a lot of palettes come with really good crease shades, at least for darker skin tones. So I decided to just go ahead and get some from MAC and then make my own little palette. So the shades that I got are Soft Brown right here, Saddle, Foley, and then Swiss Chocolate. So those are all MAC shadows, and I put them in here, like I said, so I can just have them easily accessible. Then I ordered the Diva Glam Miley Cyrus lipstick and lip glass. Love this color. Like seriously don't like Miley Cyrus. Sorry if you hate me for saying that, but don't really like her, but her lipstick is bomb. Like seriously. So everyone knows what MAC lipsticks look like, but this is the color right here. It is a really hot pink, fuchsia, amped up pink shade. Like I really like it. And then with the lip glass on top, it just looks amazing, because the lip glass has like these silver reflex in it. So this is the lip gloss, and it has like these silver reflex in it, and it looks good on its own or paired with the, that's it right there. So it looks good on its own or paired with the lipstick, and I was just like, yeah, gotta get it. So that's that. And then the last thing I got from MAC was the Melon Pigment. Yeah, this is the Melon Pigment, and this is actually the little travel size, I believe. I think this was only about $10, and I got so tired of seeing everyone use this pigment and it looked gorgeous on their eyes, and I was like, dang, I need that in my life. So yeah, I'm not even going to show you guys this, because everybody knows that this pigment is amazing. So that is what I got. Oh yeah, the last place I ordered from was actually BH Cosmetics, and I only got 3 things from them. I got 2 brush sets and then a contour and blush palette. So I'm going to show you guys the brush set. So this is just their 10-piece sculpt and blend brush set, and yeah, so you get 5 eye brushes, and then you get 5 face brushes, and they're supposed to be, well, actually you can use them all for your face or whatever, however you want to use them. But yeah, so these are the 5 face brushes. This one is like a domed contour brush. This one is like a flat top kabuki brush. This one is an angled flat top kabuki brush. This one is a pointed brush. Like this would probably be really good for nose contouring. And then this one is a flat angled sort of like shader brush. And then for the bigger face type brushes, oh, and it also comes with this little pouch to keep them. So as far as the face brushes, you pretty much get the exact same brushes the exact same face brushes as you do the eye brushes. They pretty much match each other. So I think that's a really good and cute set to have, especially if you do a lot of highlighting and contouring and you need to blend a lot of concealer and a lot of different cream products and things like that. I think these are really good tools and brushes to have. So I do myself like to cream highlight and cream contour, especially when I'm doing extreme highlighting and contouring. So I thought that these brushes would really come in handy for that. But like I said, I really didn't need any more brushes. But I ordered another set of brushes from BH Cosmetics, and this is actually their rose gold brush set. It's like it comes in a little brush roll like this, and you just open it up. And I think this is a 12 piece. No, this is a 15 piece brush set. So like I said, it's rose gold. So the ferrule, I don't know if I'm saying that right, the handle of it is actually a rose gold hue. And then the actual brush hair, these are synthetic by the way, the actual brush hair has a like reddish pinkish tint to it. So I think that is really nice. It seems like a really elite type of brush set. So I actually wanted to keep this and use this on other people when I do like other people's makeup. I wanted to keep this brush set, but it's a little too cute. I might have to keep it for myself. But yeah, so that's that. And then the last thing that I got from BH Cosmetics was actually their Contour and Blush 2 6 color palette. And I opened this up and I tried it a little bit, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. But first of all, let's just look at the palette itself. Like, this thing is super freaking huge. Like, I don't know who would ever use up this entire thing. Like, these circles are like huge. They're huge. And yeah, so like I said, I tried this out a little bit. As you can see how it's coming off on camera, you can see that the actual contour shade here in the middle is really cool gray undertone, and I like to use more of a reddish chocolate brown for my contour, like as you can see right now. So I don't really know how this would look on my skin tone, but yeah, I don't know how I really feel about this, but I did pick it up because I wanted to try it out and see how I like it. So thing I actually got was from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is her contour cream kit. Oops. And it is in the shade dark, and I ordered this because, like I said, I am a fan of cream highlighting and contouring, and this is what it looks like. It is huge. It is a lot bigger than what I thought it was going to be. These squares are really big, and the palette seems really thick, and so I'm thinking that the pans are kind of deep. But yeah, so this is what the dark actually looks like, and I have not done any swatches. I haven't even touched it yet. I haven't tried it out. I haven't done anything with it yet, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited to use it. Like, seriously, I didn't think that this was gonna be a good highlighting shade, but after looking on Instagram at some of the darker skin females who actually swatched it, this is a really good shade for highlighting, so that's good. This would be more like a color corrector, or you could use it as a blush or anything like that. Not really sure what I'm gonna do with this shade because it seems like it's about the same as my skin tone, so maybe as concealer, I'm not even sure. And I know that all of these shades would be really good for cream contouring, so I'm really excited about this. I'm definitely going to be using it the next time that I go out, and this case is actually magnetic, so that's really good. You don't have to worry about this flapping open and like hair and dust and everything getting on your cream contour. So I cannot wait to use this. If you guys want to see a first impressions and demo, then I will definitely do it using this and showing you guys my actual highlighting and contouring routines. So yeah, that's that. So I hope you guys really enjoyed my haul video. Like I said, leave me any comments down below if you guys want to see a review or a tutorial using any of the products that I got, and I will definitely get on that for you guys. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers, and then to all my old subscribers who have been sticking with me even though I haven't been pushing out content like that. I really appreciate you guys. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see for my next video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.